It's that time of year when we have a swap over from Smelly to Johnny. And we've got an extra reason to do that this year. Smelly usually has their MOT in February, and that's when I'll swap over usually. And then come the summer, I fancy a bit of a change, or I've got some planned, like last year I did a lot of the Round Britain Rally with Johnny. This year we're having a swap over a little earlier because Johnny, who's still having a little kick, is going to be doing the National Road Rally for a change. Now this year on the National Road Rally we're going to be doing the Bottom Award because we've done the Platinum in the current format a couple of times, and it's nice to be, I suppose you'd call it challenged. You know, variety is the spice of life, as they say. But the night hasn't come back, the night section hasn't come back this year, maybe for 2024, but until then Wembley's going to have a rest on that rally and we're going to be using Johnny. The Bottom Award, if I recall right, and we'll get onto the details when we get to doing the actual rally itself, is about 6 controls and about 175 points, and you can start and finish at the same control if you wish. In the meantime, I'm going to get on with Johnny. Generally, she will start straight away. The battery on it is a Varta, and it's a big battery for a Bullet, I think. Certainly got more oomph than the one for the Himalayan and the one for the GT, which it'd be nice to see if I could get perhaps a gel or a lithium ion one for that, but I don't think there's anything available. But then again, I ain't looked for a couple of years, but that's for Smelly. I have put the battery on charge, as well, why not, you know, just to give it a little top up. It's a little down looking at it, but not a lot. I left it all winter because I was too idle to disconnect it once, and it fired up like it had never been switched off. The other thing I've got to do, although it does work, is change the front brake light switch. This is a replacement from Hitchcock's. It's not a Royal Enfield one, but it's better in theory. The original on Johnny has a rubber gaiter, and it restricts the movement of the actual switch, at least as far as I can tell it does. So whilst the switch does work, especially if it's been out of use, the bike's been out of use for a while, the switch to switch on the brake light when you pull on the brake lever, as it comes out, it's a little lethargic. It's like a bit of a yawn really, so it doesn't happen straight away. It tends to get a little bit better with use, but it's not that positive, and there's not much room actually on the brake lever where it contacts and moves away from the switch. It's a little tight on space, but we've got a new one from Hitchcock's, not an original. Apparently they've had a few issues with originals, so they go with these, and it doesn't have the gaiter on, and the one on Smelly doesn't have a gaiter on, and that's original. So that's a screw and a couple of connections. The plan is to put a map holder on the tank using a sucker mount parcel rack that I got from, as a present I think it was, from Hitchcock some years ago now. And the tank bag will go on the rack at the back. Does the new brake switch work? The answer is no, because simple thing is it's smaller across the main dimension, if you want to call it front to back. Thus means that the actual switch doesn't make contact with the brake lever, so it's on all the time. And with the old switch back on after it's been lubricated, that is the rubber gaiter lubricated with the only thing I've got that probably won't damage it, which is furniture polish. We're to treat now. Still running Hardnow K67s, still with the original tyre pressures, 20 front, 30 rear. The front's lost 1.5 psi over the winter, which ain't bad. Let's see what the rear says. The rear's lost 2.5 psi. Cheapo, get you out of the whole Halford's bike pump, does the job just right.